One of the fondest memories I have of my mom, God rest her soul, is anytime you were getting ready to go anywhere. And it didn't have to be a dress up place either. You could be going to the bodega and going down the street. And she would look at you from your head to your toe, and she would go, "Oh, so you going?" And then what I love about her in her Caribbean accent, she would go, she didn't just say that, she would stomp her foot. So, boom, "Oh, so you going?" If she didn't like what you were wearing. Listen, this is Ann Marie, host of About This Life. About This Life is about reclaiming our lives, isn't it? It's about thinking about all of the challenges, the stories that we have that take away from who we are and take away from our ability to thrive. And we find a way through it. So the podcast focuses on people who find a way through it. This morning, I just want to share something about my mom because I have some exciting news about a new book release. Imagine that. One of the ways that mothers interact and have relationship is unique to them. What was once an irritation for me as a little girl, um, it has become a favorite memory in that sense. Let me share with you the exciting news I have about that, in that I have become an author. Why is that exciting and why does that concern you? Well, when I was a little girl, one of my earliest memories is of being 2, 3 years old. As a 2, 3 year old, I used to have those marble notebooks. You remember the ones? They were black and white on the front. They had the lines in the middle on the pages inside. I would scribble before I knew and understood how it is to trace a word, trace a letter, write a word. I would scribble in these notebooks. My mother kept those notebooks, by the way. So love on your mom when she keeps everything for you as a memento. As I evolved and grew up and entered school, then my experience was I like writing because it brings me joy. I like the interplay of words, the exchange of words to evoke feeling, to evoke a thought, a memory, to evoke an emotion, even. I liked playing with it. As I get a croak in my voice, I tell you, what hasn't happened this morning? Let me tell you, there's so many things going on behind the scenes and getting a croak in my voice. Well, you know what? Going to continue. But be that as it may, as I continued on growing up, the thing about it is I never thought authoring a book was within my reach. I didn't think it was in my reach for people who looked like me. I did not think it was in my reach because publishing houses required thousands of dollars to get a contract. And even then, you are subjecting your work, your ideas to someone else's opinion of your story. And how do we make judgment about whose story is valid and whose story is not? So I didn't think it was possible for me to become an author, but the beautiful thing about having a dream, you continue to do it. I continue to write because of the joy it evoked. And so I would write for my church newsletter. I still do, even though I've switched churches. I continue to write. And of course, a lot of people write as well in terms of journaling. One of the things that I do is I coach other people on spoken word. I coach other people to write poetry. It comes natural to me to coach that as a to invoke and help. I use that word 3 times now. I need to come up with another one. It comes natural to me to work with someone and help them to find their voice because finding their voice is something that I was able to do in my lifetime. And so when I coach others to write their poetry, it comes out into these beautiful works of art. So I decided to try it for myself. I'm just like I'm coaching people to do it. Let me go ahead and spit some poems out there, spit some bars out there. I have been successful. I am a co-author of a brand new book released just yesterday. It is called Motherhood. RAW, Motherhood, a collection of poems and prose to honor the joy and pain in the journey. It's a long title, but I'm just going to call it Raw Motherhood. We know that being a parent, whether you have given natural birth, whether you are stepmom, an auntie, a Gigi, whether or not you not given birth, but you're still a mother figure to other people. We all need mothers. We all need mothering. We know that there's so much joy. We know that we know there's so much pain, quite honestly. There's pain that comes with this role. It's not all, rosy and wonderful. With it, though, we come back to ourselves in our relationships with others. And that is because at the center of it all is love. We love the people that we are engaged with. And that is the relationship we have in terms of mothering. And for those people who might be hurting because of a loss of a mother, or perhaps your relationship with your mother wasn't so great, guess what? There are other people in the role of mothers. And so that is the beauty of life, is that life will find a way to create itself. This book that I myself and others have co-authored is a volume. It is a collection of poems and prose. I am so very proud of it because I chose, instead of prose, to enter a poem, to enter poetry. It makes for a wonderful gift. I'm not going to read it to you because I want you to buy the book. It makes for a wonderful gift for Mother's Day. In addition to giving that mom in your life the flowers, just go ahead and give her the book. It is available on Amazon, so you can order it now, a whole week away in time for Mother's Day. But listen, one of the mindset shifts, and again, coming back to of this, the core of this podcast, having mindset shifts, is the ability to ask yourself, what are you doing this for? In the beginning, I wrote for myself, and that's still part of me. That's never going to go away because I want to be able to write things, obviously, that resonates with my heart, with my spirit, so that it's genuine and sincere and authentic. But there's part of me now that's thinking about the impact. Yeah, the impact that it has on you, the impact that words can words can generate a memory for you. Words can bring back an experience that you had with a person. Words have the opportunity to influence others. So when I think about the coaching I do, for example, helping people find their voice, and now finding a voice not only for yourself, but to impact others to find their voice and impact others to see where they land in their part of the journey. That has become part of me, who I am. So this book is a gift to you. It can be a gift to others in your life. Shout out to the person who brought all of us authors together, Dr. Elena Fernandez, just TEDx speaker, just a mama who gets it. And so I want us to, I want to share a little bit of this joy with you. So go out, get the book. I would love to hear feedback from you. Let me know. Contact me about this life underscore Ann Marie is my IG. And let's go out there and change some lives one day at a time. Bye bye, everybody. God bless.